guys, Brittany May here with Simply Happy Life, and we are kicking off a wonderful new year. And this month, I've been talking a lot about goal setting and how you can really set yourself up to crush your biggest goals in business yet. And today, I'm going to shake things up a little bit and share with you the top five most common mistakes I have seen other entrepreneurs make. So, this is both with clients and students that I have worked with, as well as just in general questions that I have gotten and seen within my own industry and in others. And so, in knowing these mistakes, you can learn what not to do and what you want to avoid in your business this year so you can ensure that you have the absolute best year yet. So, the number one mistake that I am seeing entrepreneurs make is fear. Yes, this was absolutely with every single client that I have worked with. I see all entrepreneurs is letting fear overcome them. And whether it is the fear of putting themselves out there, fear of fully committing to one idea, or fear of maybe what others will say, they let fear guide their path. And it keeps them from making those needed jumps in business or from moving forward at all. And that's terrible, terrible. So if you find yourself talking about doing something often but never seem to make that leap, perhaps you are so overcome by fear that you can't even bring yourself to speak your business goals out loud. We've all been there, but we all have fears and no one is immune to it. So some just choose to let it fuel them and push them forward. And it's really up to you how you want to choose how to handle it. So let fear be the little detector that tells you you're headed in the right direction, because you're being pushed a little bit outside of your comfort zone, and that you really need to keep pushing forward in order to achieve that success that you're going after. Because more often than not, success is just on the other side of that uncomfortable, out of your comfort zone feeling. So, still having trouble with this idea, you might want to check out my transformation toolkit post. It's over on the blog, and I will drop a link in the comments for that. For those of you that want to read up on that, it can definitely help you overcome things such as fear that have been getting in your way of getting those bigger business goals. So, number two, not having a success mindset. So, much like fear, it seems that we are often the ones getting in our own way. When we let those nagging doubts in the back of our head show up in our business, we are projecting that self doubt to everyone we speak to, which is terrible. The lack of confidence, it shows up in your work, in your sales calls, and most unfortunately, in your pocketbook. So, to have abundance and be successful, you first have to have the mindset for it. And once you have a positive success mindset, you'll be in awe of all the amazing things that start to come your way. It's not luck and it's not happenstance, it's because you're open to it. Once you start believing in yourself, so will everyone else. It's about knowing your worth and demanding it. In doing so, you will attract your ideal clients and start building that dream business you've always desired. So, if this is one that you may be struggling with, a quick little win is to start surrounding yourself with other successful and passionate, like minded entrepreneurs. Because trust me, they're going to start rubbing off on you, and in the best way possible. So, if you are looking for a space to have a little bit more success mindset and just that collaboration and tips and strategies from those that are doing it and working it with you, then definitely hop into my group, Simply Happy Life on Facebook for women entrepreneurs. So, number three, focus comes in at number three. So many entrepreneurs fall prone to that shiny object syndrome when they change tactics, plans, or even entire businesses at the drop of a hat. Don't let this be confused with pivoting, because pivoting for your audience and in business is not only a good thing, but absolutely necessary to build a sustainable business. But having a lack of focus in your schedule, on your niche, or in your strategies is a business dream killer. You never let the original thought or tactic come to fruition. If you just give it a little more time, you would taste success. Instead, you jump ship to the next best thing and start completely all over again and again. Focus is key to not only finding your success, but in laying solid foundation for your business to grow. Ever heard the age-old expression, practice makes perfect? Well, they weren't so wrong. So keep practicing in one area until you excel. Then you can move on to something else. And if you just have a flood of all these ideas that you always get excited about, try writing them down. So it will help you to know that you're not going to forget them. That idea won't be wasted. It's just not time for it quite yet. You can come back to it in the future after you've accomplished the first thing that you're focused on. Number four, social media. Social media comes in at number four. Either entrepreneurs aren't utilizing it or they're letting it be a distraction instead of an asset. Social media can be such a double-edged sword in business. It's a great way to be visible, provide great customer relations and value to our followers. However, we don't want to be wasting all our time on things that don't move the needle forward in business. That's why I created an entire course around the subject on how to set your social media on autopilot so you can address those crucial components without taking away hours of your business building time. Entrepreneurs often get caught up in the numbers, not the actual customers. Because as an entrepreneur knows the two don't always directly correlate. We need to focus on providing top-notch customer service, be engaged, and build connections, not worry about the number of likes. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good your social media platforms are if they're not getting those people off of those pages and into your bank account. So if you're ready to set your social media on autopilot and get hours back into your business and kill that distraction, then definitely check out my Set Your Social Media on Autopilot course. And I will drop a link in the comments so you can have it running on autopilot and you won't have to worry about it and stress about it again. And lastly, number five is money blunders. Last but definitely not least, money blunders. So, another tricky two-sided topic in business. Most entrepreneurs are either spending way too much or the other extreme, not enough money to move their business forward. Many start sinking money into things that don't matter, possibly yet. They're just buying them a little bit too soon. They will be practices or tools that could totally help their business, but they are just jumping in a little bit too soon. So right in the beginning of business, and then wonder why it doesn't just take off. Then there are those that make their own bottleneck because they aren't ready to invest in their business or themselves, and they end up costing themselves a lot more money by losing out on all the customers they could have gained from it. So you need to be extremely picky in what you invest in, definitely during the beginning stages of your business. However, it does take money to money. It just doesn't need to be millions of dollars to do it when you do it right. So investing in the correct things and skipping on the would be nice ones is absolutely crucial to your business. So there you have it. There's the top 5 mistakes entrepreneurs are making, so you can be sure to avoid them this year. Have you made any of these common mistakes? If you're looking for an easier path to the Simply Happy, an easy way to do that and to help avoid other mistakes like these in the future is to surround yourself by successful entrepreneurs, people who have been there and can offer that support, advice, and valuable feedback that you need. So come on over to my group, Simply Happy Life, and our community will help get you to that next level in business. So let's have the best year yet. Thanks, guys.